I turned into a zombie, but I didn't lose my mind. I even used my zombie identity to grab a bunch of food for my girlfriend and my best friend, but they totally bit the hand that fed me. They said I'd definitely turn on humans one day, and then they killed me in cold blood. When I opened my eyes again, I realized I had gone back to 3 days before the apocalypse. Along with it came an overwhelming hunger, but the bread that used to taste so good now felt impossible to swallow. Instead, I had this craving for raw meat. I looked down and was shocked to find that even the zombie virus had come back with me through time, so even coming back can't change my fate of turning into a zombie. But lucky for me, I found out my storage space still works. In my past life, I wasn't just a zombie with a mind. I had also awakened a personal space. Too bad that space only showed up after doomsday. Zombies need fresh meat and blood to recharge their energy and level up. In my past life, most animals had mutated. Fresh meat and blood were super rare. Now that I've come back and am gonna turn into a zombie anyway, why not stock up on fresh meat and blood? With that thought, I quickly called my secretary Lou and told her to sell the company within an hour and use that money to immediately buy up all the farms in the city. Soon news that ID sold all my assets at half price and was buying up farms one after another hit the headlines. Everyone was making fun of me, saying I'd lost it, but only I knew this was just the first step of my revenge. Since Qingya was worried ID turn on humans, this time around I'm not just gonna be a zombie, I'm gonna become the king who rules over all zombies. The next day, countless trucks loaded to the brim with fresh raw meat pulled up to my place. The impressive sight drew a crowd of all the neighbors. They huddled together whispering, all this raw meat, if it doesn't sell fast, it's gonna go bad quick. But what they didn't know was with my storage space, spoilage is no problem. This right here is my source of power after doomsday. Suddenly Qingya rushed over in a panic, demanding to know why I sold the company without her permission. But I couldn't be bothered with her now. I just told her there's a higher power watching. She better watch herself. I turned around and told Secretary Lou to take this raw meat into my basement storage, and that within 3 days. We had to rush to get the remaining 9 shipments in. Down in the basement storage, I waved my hand and put all the raw meat into my storage space. With this much meat and blood, it should be enough to get me to level 20 right. Once the rest of the meat and blood arrives, reaching level 60 shouldn't be a problem either. So after doomsday, zombies can evolve too. The more fresh meat and blood you consume, the higher your level. But back then, fresh meat and blood were extremely rare, which meant the number of zombies that reached high levels could be counted on one hand. Thinking about this, a light bulb went off in my head. Since I'm already infected with the zombie virus, doesn't that mean I can start evolving right now? If that's really the case, once doomsday hits, I'll be the strongest one out there. With that thought, I immediately started chowing down on a whole slab of raw meat. Sure enough, my strength increased a ton. Finding this bug, what am I waiting for? I grabbed the raw meat in front of me and just wolfed it all down. After a long loud burp, I realized my power had reached level 5. My zombie muscles bulged out, way stronger than if ID worked out for 10 years. I walked over to the shelf, gave it a good heave, and actually managed to lift that huge shelf right over my head. This feeling of getting stronger is just so intoxicating.